Hello everyone, my name is Emery McClendon. I am the owner and creator of PHamily Hair Care, the complete hair care system in a jar. And I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you are watching the live recording and not rewatching later, I would like you just to come in, say hello to everybody and go ahead and share for us, please. And we'll go ahead and let a few people come in. And we'll go ahead and get started with the instructions for this week. This week is the first, we're kicking off our 30-day hair challenge in the month of April. So this is the last Thursday before April. We're going to tell everyone what to do to prepare so that everybody can get their best results next month. I do want to tell everybody that I appreciate all of you guys purchasing the product, trying it out, posting the videos. It was really heartwarming to see everybody using something that we worked so hard to create for you guys. And I just want to thank you guys for that. But I know that a lot of people are really impressed with the styling capabilities of the new product. But I just want to tell you that styling is only one part of it. When you start to have your wash days and see little to no hair loss, and as opposed to what you were before, when you start to see the growth, the retention, that's when you are really going to be over the moon about it. It's a whole system. So let's go ahead. Hey Erica, hey Alberta, hey everyone. Just want to say hello to you guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just go ahead and share when you come in, and we'll go ahead and get everything going. So let me go ahead and give a brief introduction for anyone who's watching maybe for the first time. My name is Emery. I'm an attorney. I was involved in large-scale class action lawsuits and litigations. That's kind of what I did before I started PHamily Hair Care. I worked for one of the largest international antitrust law firms in the country. I was in management. Everything was going great. I love meeting face-to-face. I'm a people person. And one of the first things people notice about me is my hair. So what do you do when you're the guy who's known for hair and your hair stops hairing? So at one point, years ago, I began to bald in the front of my hairline. I regrew that with PHamily Hair Care, and then I began to bald in the middle of my head, and I regrew that with PHamily Hair Care. I was just on a kick every time anyone bought a new product out, anytime anything was new on the market, I wanted to try it. And oftentimes that led to me getting a lot of buildup that wouldn't go away for weeks, or I would have a lot of breakage on wash day, or I would have flaking. It was just all kinds of, of guessing. It was just a big guessing game, But when I mastered a product that could grow my hair, style my hair, have everybody complimenting me, and have people looking at my hair and not me wondering, do they see a bald spot? Do they see it thinning? Do they see this? Do they see that? But them actually like, wow, what are you doing to your hair? That's when I knew that, I found something that cured, the ailment that I was having, and I felt obligated to offer it to others because so many people were having the same issue. So that's why we're here. I am an attorney. I still do work. Sometimes I clock in 60 plus hours. I work for one of the largest tech companies in the world. It rhymes with Smoogle. But this is a passion of mine. I believe that, God, put it on my heart, put it on my mind, gave me the capabilities to go ahead and do this. And that's why I'm here. And many people don't know, when you have a product and you want to have a miracle and present it in front of other people and you want to give them a gift of life, it's really difficult because you're not just giving the product. You have to give the customer service. You have to give the website. You have to give the packaging. You have to give everything. So that's why me and my team, we work so diligently for you guys. And I thank you guys all for supporting us, because if you were not, we will all be doing different things right now. We're here for you guys, and we just want to make sure that we keep that in the forefront. Even if you need help, we are here for you guys. That's why I want to make sure that I make myself available to you guys weekly, so that if there's any issues along the way, we just root them out so that everybody can have their best hair possible. By the end of this year, everybody who's on this live, who does what I say, is gonna have a whole new head of hair, okay? So by the end of this year, everybody who does what I tell them to do and who follows along with the routine, it's already a proven routine, nothing hard, you're gonna have a whole new head of hair by the end of the year. Now, anybody who follows the 30-day hair challenge, all the steps that I tell you, within 30 days, you're gonna notice a healthier scalp. You're going to notice less shedding or breakage, and you're also gonna notice more growth and retention. And that's my promise to you guys in 30 days, okay? Lisa, we have anybody commenting yet?
Everybody's saying hello.
Hey everybody, it's so good to see you guys. I'm just so grateful to be here and happy to be here with you guys. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. This is recorded and we don't want people to have to wait around for us, in person. Somebody's gonna be watching this 6 months from now, a year from now, okay? So I just wanna go ahead and start off by saying that the reason why we are doing these lives every Thursday is for Q&A purposes and so people can get the best results out of the product. PHamily Hair Care is not a gel. It's not a mousse. It's not a cream. It is a complete hair care system. And I've been doing one-on-one consultations with quite a few people over the last 2 weeks or so. And that's kind of what the root of the problem is, that I see people, they just take it out the jar and put a little bit on their hair and apply it like they would their gel. That's not what this is. So I want to make that clear from the outset so that we all know. Because how can you win the game if you don't even know it's a game being played? If you don't even know what game we're playing? So this is not a gel. This is not gonna be your curl definer cream. This is gonna be your everything. Styling, this is what I'm telling you guys. This is the new and improved formula. Styling, everybody is over the moon with so far, and I've been doing one-on-ones. I've been, in the group. I make sure that I'm very, very active, and I make sure that if anybody has an issue, I'm there to guide them to the other side of that, okay? But this is going to be everything that you need for your hair. So we pre-recorded a wash and go, and we're going to go ahead and put it up between tomorrow and Saturday so that everybody can get their head start, because we're going to officially start our contest on April the 1st and go through the whole month of April. So if you have a wash and go now and it's fairly recent, you are okay. Let me just go ahead and read through the rules of the, well, not the rules, but the routine rather. And then we'll go ahead and answer questions and everything so that everybody is comfortable with what we're about to embark upon, okay? Before we begin, is there anyone have any questions? Lisa, can you see any questions? I can see repeated names on my screen, but I can't see any comments or anything. So,
people saying hello. Erica said we're proud of you and your team.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much. We've been using our brain power, our physical power, our spiritual power. We've been trying to use, this has been one of the most daunting tasks that I have done in my life. And also on the other side, this is going to be so rewarding because I cannot, how when you are a visionary and you can just see the vision, when I was making this formula, I was just like, wow, this is so amazing, because people were saying, hey, well, I have silver hair and it stains my hair. Hey, it does this. Hey, it does that. Hey, it's not as smooth as I would like it to be. I have a hard time, or I have the knots on the ends of my head and all this. You don't have to worry about any of that anymore. That's why we went in the lab and we got the new formula for you guys, because it resolves all those things for you. So we made everything simplified, and it's my job now. So all the work has been laid, all the groundwork has been laid. So it's my job now just to walk everybody through it. It is going to be easy peasy. This is the easiest, PHamily Hair Care saved my hair. And that's why I felt like I had to offer it to other people. This is on a whole nother level. So first of all, we tested and tested and tested We put everything that was in the old formula that, was brown, that was thicker, it was, we put everything in here and we added more ingredients. So we did some emulsifying, some fusing, we make our own oil. It's so much that goes into this jar to make this look so simple and to make this so simple for your hair. So I want you guys to all know that. In this jar, there are ingredients from 3 different continents: North America, Jamaica, and Africa, okay? We have scoured the world to literally find the best combination of products, make sure that they work together, and we're measuring everything for you guys. So it's no like, hey, I love that hair care system, but I'm not getting results anymore. It's one product every time, okay? So without further ado, let me go ahead and just read, so we're going to take an oath, guys, okay? So I want everybody who's entering this challenge to repeat after me, okay? You guys ready? Repeat after me. If I follow the steps, I will see the results. I'm going to say it one more time. If I follow the steps, I will see the results. Because I'm saying this twice because people, I've talked to people, I'm very, very interactive with my, with our customer base. And a lot of times people just freestyle, they take them. I'm like, did you read the directions? Or, for instance, right now on our tutorials page, we have a quick start guide. If you come here, it tells you the best way to use it for the different hair types, because this is a new product. Even if you use the old Family Hair Care product, this is an elevated product. It cuts out a lot of the steps that we would have to have done before. We don't have to do them anymore. So I just want everybody to trust me on this. And if you have any questions about the process, we can thoroughly discuss that at the end of the 30 days. So let me just tell you guys this. I used to be a manager. I still do, but I manage people. And when you're a manager and when you're results driven, people sometimes cannot hang with that every day. Some days I might just feel like, hey, I got stuff going on at home. Hey, I'm just not here for all that today. So people get upset. They feel, you have to call them to the office. Hey, I feel like you're not giving your best. But my team, I have a sales background. We were always number one. So I'll tell you the one day that nobody was mad at the manager on payday, because I made sure that everybody on my team met their goals, met their results, got their commission, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is only a means. We are only here to take care of our families, to build a life that we want to build for ourselves. And it's the same logic with the hair care. Just follow the steps. I'm only here so my hair can look fly. I'm only here so at the end of the year, the hair that I think is so beautiful right now is going to be my before. You guys understand what I'm saying? Can you raise your hand and let me know if you understand what I'm saying? Because I really want to, don't want anyone to waste their time. I don't want anybody to come in here. If I say don't use water, y'all using water. If I say don't mix it with other products, y'all mixing it with other products. If I say you don't need oil to separate your hair, this is an all-in-one. We thought of that. We included that. And you still using oil. So I just want to make sure. Now, I haven't told anybody this before, so I don't want anybody to feel like they do anything wrong up to this point. But we're going forward. We're entering our challenge next month. And it's my job as the manager to make sure that on payday, everybody has a fat check. To make sure that at the end of the 30 days, oh, that's why I didn't have on my scalp. It did start to grow back. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong before. Oh, I see I didn't have to do all that. And that's what we're here for, okay? So let me just go ahead and see if anybody has any questions or anything so far, please.
Martha said, we appreciate you all so much. My hair had tremendous growth within 90 days. You are changing lives and helping us love our hair even more. Erica said this new form is a game changer.
And the new formula is, I think that a lot of people thought that because the other formula was brown and was like a little thicker, that it was just for us. But a lot of people are, you can see the new formula is for everybody. If you are struggling with any hair issues, I recommend you try it. And that's just point blank, period. So let me go ahead and just tell you guys about the routine and what we're going to do. Well, I'm going to first start off with what you should do if you're just getting the product. So if you're new to this and you're just coming like, oh, let me listen, what's going on? I haven't tried it yet, but I kind of am curious. This is kind of what we want you to do. So the first thing we want people to do is that when you, okay. The first thing we want people to do is that when you get your product, number one, we want you to test a small section. You can just put it right here. Thank you so much. So this is the mannequin head that we have. When we got the product, we literally, like you don't have to wash your hair or anything. So I want everybody to listen to me. Some people, well, not some people, many people, most of us, because I know I do this too. When I get something in the, to put together, I might read the directions halfway through. The first part, I think I can figure it out myself. That's just me, going from my past experience and circumstances to figure, and put things into perspective. That's what we do if we are, problem solvers. However, and this time you want to take a different approach. It's going to be the lean not to your own understanding approach, okay? So this is what we're going to do when we first get the product. It's going to take a little bit out the jar. We're not going to put any water. You don't have to wash your hair. You don't have to twist your hair. You don't have to do anything. And you're just going to start at the root. Now, when I say start at the root, I don't mean start right here. I don't mean start right here. I mean start on your scalp. Start on your scalp when you're applying product from the root. So this product is, just think of this as healing cream, okay? If your hair is dry, you want to add this. If you're having issues with your scalp, you want to add this. Even if I have like skin irritation sometimes, I might put a little bit of this on it, let it sit for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then just rub it in like lotion, and it's gone within a couple of days. This has all the ingredients that most of your top of the line skincare and hair care stuff has. That's probably kind of why we went to the one product at first. Remember we were talking about when people have these 5, 6, 7 step hair care systems. When you look at the ingredients, most of the time, a majority of the ingredients in each of the products are the same, So, but this is going to be the healer, okay? So don't be afraid to put it on your scalp. If anybody wants to see how I do it right now, let me know. But it's not, baby, this was meant to be easy, not rocket science, okay? I worked hard to make this look easy and be easy for you guys. I paid the cost, So just come in here, be chill, enjoy it, because you're about to see the results, and they're going to happen quickly, I promise you. So just go ahead, start at the scalp. You can even rub a little bit on the scalp before you get to the curl, and then just go down. And then, so you want to just go ahead and do that. And then when you put it on the curl, you want to make sure that the curl is juicy and heavy. So people be like, oh, well, I got friends. Okay, so but we're talking about the test first, okay? So if you never use the product, this is going to be the test. So once it dries, it's going to be juicy and heavy. Once it dries, you're going to see how the curl dries. If you say, hey, I want a little bit more definition, that's when you add a little bit more. Hey, I want a little bit more, volume. You can go ahead and add a little bit of water. When the water when the shrinkage happens, it creates the volume, okay? So anything that or hey, it was a little bit too much hold, just add a little water, that's all, or add a little bit less product. Everything you need is in the house. Everything you need is in this jar. So just say, before you say, hey, what can I put on my hair to enhance this or to alter this or to change this? Just say, how can I use this better? Okay. So we've already done the test curl. So now you kind of know. So the one thing you don't want to do is sit up here and use a whole jar and figure out, oh, my hair's not looking like I thought it was going to look. Yes, it does, because we did test strand and we know how it's going to turn out. Because it turns out, because we only got one product, we're not mixing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products, okay? So we already know that's going to turn this fro into a nice curl, and we're going to keep it juicy, and then we're going to make sure that those ends are weighted and heavy, so that curl is going to dry without the frizz, without the dryness, or without any of that. So does that make sense so far?
They want to see it.
They want to see it. Let's get the people what they want to see. Okay. So let me just go ahead and just take a small, take a small section quickly, guys. And let me just show you guys the other. So I was doing the test on this. We did a couple of different tests to show you. So you can do a small section or a bigger section. But let me just go ahead and start with the regular dry big hair. So let me just go ahead and take. So this mannequin is not detangled. She's not anything. Okay. So. Let me actually go ahead and show you. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you guys a little. While we're doing the test strip, let me just go ahead and give you the 6 steps first. And then we already done step 1, which is the test. You're going to do that the very first time you try the product, okay? Step 2, you're going to wash, section, and detangle your hair and allow it to fully dry. This is going to stretch your hair. Some people say, hey, I got shrinkage. I said, well, when did you stretch it? Okay, if you wash it, it's wet, you put product on it, it dries, it's going to already be wet, so it's not going to be stretched. And then when it dries from the wetness, it's going to be even further up. So we got to go ahead and just be logical. So just make sure you don't have to put any heat on it at all. Just make sure you wash it, detangle it, and section it. You may put it in a couple different braids. And in our tutorial that we're going to show, we did Lisa's hair. We're going to slow everything down. We're going to point to all the different steps in there. You guys don't have to do everything. This is going to tell you how to get the best results. And people say, oh, Emery, your hair be so wavy. Oh, it be so shiny. Oh, I wish my hair grew like your hair. Okay? So, okay, step 3, the scalp restoration treatment. So we're going to go over that briefly tonight, but we're going to devote a whole section. Oh, excuse me, guys. Pardon me. We're going to devote a whole section to that a little bit later on in the series, in the 4-week series. And then number 4, we're going to condition the hair. We're going to apply the product to the hair like a conditioner, okay? To make sure that it's going to be, to make sure it's not going to apply enough for it to be, sealed and everything. We're just going to apply enough so it's detangled, it's shiny. We're going to let it sit for like 2 to 5 minutes, and you're going to let it soften up. This product penetrates your hair. It actually, it penetrates it. It makes it relax. It's easy to maneuver. The tangles just fall right out. So once you do that, then that's cool. And then the 5th step is to style it. You want to add more product. You can do a shingle. You can go ahead and do your twist out. You can do whatever. And then the last step is you want to seal that style. When you go ahead and do your style, oh, my hair looks good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and seal it in. I'm gonna apply a little bit more, and this is to make sure that the curls that I created, they stay heavy and they stay defined, and that they have that shine when they're done. It's just like when you get done with the hairstyle and you spray some hairspray. So we're using one product as our detangler, and then we're going to use it as our deep conditioner, then we're going to use it as our styler, and then we're going to seal in that style, seal in that shine at the end. So we can go ahead and do a quick demo right now. I can show you guys a good demonstration of how we do that. It's going to take you through the whole thing. Now, you want to allow your hair to fully dry after you do your application. And this is going to make sure that your curls are really, really defined. Or if you have or this is a wash and go too. If you have a style where you're, doing a protective style, you're doing a bun, you're doing a ponytail or whatever, then, just make sure that it dries on your scalp first, and then you'll be good to go, okay? So, did we have any questions, Lisa, before I go ahead and start demonstrating?
Yes, Erica wants to know how did she get a shirt?
How's my what?
How did she get a shirt?
Oh, we're going to have some, okay. Y'all, I know Martha probably like, I've been suggested this like four years ago. But but we're gonna get it together. I want to get like some really dope gear. So, but you know how when you like try to do too much and then you just don't end up doing nothing. That's kind of where we are with it right now. But I will have it done in April. Lisa, stay on my head. Okay. So can you guys see this hair? Let's go ahead and start there. They can't see it. Okay. How about now?
It's like lines behind yours, so.
Okay, I can see a little bit. Let me just make sure that I go over. Okay, I can see now. Okay, so you guys see this here, right? So this is.
Sorry, they said that we need some Myra feet with the new product.
Do we need to do what?
Myra feet.
Myra's. Yes, you gotta go to work on Myra's toes. Yes, I love it, guys. So we know who the OGs are. We got some videos for you guys too. This is gonna be fun, this series. This is our kickoff. We want everybody to see it. But next week we're gonna be on Zoom. I want you guys to be camming up. I want you guys, if you guys have any questions, hey, I tried what you told me to try and didn't quite work out for me. Cam up, let's go through it together. And usually I'm doing my consultations at like one lady I scheduled, she had like a lot of issues. I scheduled like a whole hour with her. We were done in like 10 minutes. She was like, oh, I get it now. It's just like, it's super, super simple, guys. So let's just go ahead and start off with it. Let me pin this other sample part up too. So you can make sure we only got new hair out. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of the product. And this is the same jar we're still working with. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I want to deep condition. So I'm gonna take a larger section and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that product on there. You're gonna start seeing the shine like almost immediately because this is a very, very nourishing product. For any of you guys who have not heard this yet, it takes us 3 days to make this. It's several steps. It's a reason how we were able to remove the color, still get the results. We were able to move the thickness. Now we have the glide, everything. So there's a reason for that. Okay, so before I even detangle really good, I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit on here for maybe like a few seconds, few minutes, so it can penetrate and make my job easier. Because usually when you put product in your hair and you ready to detangle and you get right into it, you're ripping hair, you're doing all this, we're gonna just let the product do its thing, okay? So even almost like immediately, and then like when you're doing stuff when you're doing your hair also, the ends are the most important part. Always put those in the hand and then just put a little bit over that. And what this does is you get product on both the top and the bottom and in the middle. So those ends are going to be very, very well defined. And now we let it sit for a little while. So now we should be able to just, instead of having to rip through it and tear it apart, now it's just butter. It's just falling apart. Does that make sense? You guys see that?
You can see the shine instant.
Yeah, the shine is, yeah. She didn't come to play. The shine didn't. Okay, guys. So now we see this hair is already like butter. This is what the product does. So like this hair was really detangled. Was really tangled and matted. We just put a little bit of product on there. And now I'm just finger detangling. That's all. So this is pretty much down. You see it heavy. Now you see when the hair falls down, that's because we did this to our ends. If we don't do this to our ends, when our hair dries, our ends are going to be what? Frizzy. You know what I'm saying? If we don't do this to our scalp, when our hair dries, it's going to be what? Frizzy. So we're going to make sure we start at the scalp. And that's how I usually apply it first. Put a little bit of puddle at the scalp. Let that sit. And then start rubbing it through. Because you want to have one curl. One band, one sound. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, when you're doing the curls, this is just my opinion. I love big, heavy curls, okay? So when I do my curls, this is just like a replacement for a twist out, in my opinion, is I make my curls really, really big. Boom, 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 and then they drop. So that big section that we had, I'll probably make that maybe like just 3 curls, The ends are heavy, the edges are sealed, and then they're just gonna fall. And then they're gonna fall with a pattern of a big curl. But the beauty of that is that when they dry, then you'll be able to separate them, and then you'll have the elongation of the big curl, the pattern of the big curl, but you can have the hair all over the place that flies in the wind and goes everywhere, but still retains its form. Does that make sense? Okay, so the thing is, and then, so when it dries, this is how it's going to, so this hair is a little bit less, like say if you did this and you still have a look, like you want to examine your hair. If it's bad going in, it's going to be bad coming out. So I want to make sure that when I'm looking at my curl from the rooter to the tutor, I see the shine. And so when I tell you to seal in the product, the last application, when you're just sealing everything in, you're not touching the hair at all. You're just gliding the product over the hair. And this is how you know you're going to have, this is called, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce it at the beginning. This is called the $1 Million Wash and Go. It's going to last for 30 days. This is what we would have paid $1 million for back in the day when our hair couldn't behave and we going to work looking crazy and we trying everything. And so this is it right here. So we're going to go ahead and seal in these curls, the 3 curls that we just made. And I just like to get a little bit more product. And I'm not even touching the hair. My product, my hand's just gliding over the product that's on the hair. So it's not even about the hair right now. I'm just sealing that in. Does that make sense? And what this is doing is just getting that hair juicy. It's getting that hair shiny, so that when these curls do dry up, these curls are going to dry just like this. There is no, oh, and my hair dry hard, or oh, I had shrinkage, or no, babes, because we deconditioned.
And that's Michelle question: when you apply it to dry hair, will your hair stay elongated?
It will, even more so than with when you add water. I usually like to add water when I do styles like this, like when I do slick styles and things like that. But when I have my hair down, I don't like to add water. If I want to rehydrate my hair, I maybe add a little mist, or get in the shower with a shower cap on, of course, and let the steam make my hair up. But other than that, I really don't when you did a full application, before you apply a lot more product, I do recommend wetting your hair, because I know that we have a smaller jar, okay? I understand that, it may take almost a whole jar to do the hairstyle initially if we're gonna do it this way. But this product is gonna stay on your hair for the entire month. So what I'm gonna tell you guys is, we're not doing just a regular wash and go, hey, I'm gonna have to wear my curls down, da-da-da-da. This is a wash and go. When these curls dry, or even right now, I can take this, put it up in a bun. I can do a roller set. I can do a twist out, all with the same original wash and go. I can spray my hair a little bit and then comb it out and get a little more of a fro look. You have the diversity. I can do braids. You can do anything. Lisa, come over today. I mean, not today, but this is Lisa's wash and go that we done a couple weeks ago. And as you can see, now she has braids, you know what I'm saying? So you can part the hair, spray it, the curls will fall back down. The product will still be in there even weeks later. So I want everybody to realize that. I do understand that you have to do a lot in the initial application. But like I said, this is the same jar we've been working on. And you do use a lot at the outset, but you don't use that much to maintain going forward. So I tell everybody to have 2 jars, because one, you'll probably be using for your initial application, maybe the first 2 or 3 days to get everything perfect. There's gonna be some parts of your hair maybe that didn't dry, you're gonna maybe sleep on, maybe it's a little fuzzy, you wake up the next day, just do the same thing. Whenever you need more definition, just start from the scalp and shingle. And then the last glide is going to be a glide with your hand going over the product that's on top of the hair, not your hand touching your hair. It's just what the glide, baby, like butter. That's how you get those curls that are shiny and you're like, whoo, you know what I'm saying? This is how you get the hair. This is how you get the compliments every time you go out the door. The ends are together, the edges are together, the curls are curling, and then you have the elongation. So before we continue, I want to make sure that everybody understood that. We have any questions, Lise?
Erica said, is it better to sit under a dryer after applying the product?
To me, okay, so I'm going to give you my good, better, best. To me, the best thing to do after applying the product, if it's a nice, warm, sunny day, go outside. Usually, the sun, the nature is the best hair dryer. My hair is usually dry within an hour, no matter how, no matter how heavily my application is. Secondary, I'll go ahead and get under the hair dryer, at least let it get 50-60% dry. And then after that, you can do a night routine. I'm going to show you guys momentarily. And then you can go ahead and make sure, and then you can just go ahead and let it down the next day and continue to let it dry, if that makes sense. Does it? I hope so. Okay, so these are the curls, right? So let's just say I was working all day, but I have a big meeting on Saturday, and I know that today is Thursday, so I know that, I usually do my wash and goes on Thursday, so I can take the time to perfect them on Friday, so I can be ready for Saturday night. Does that make sense? Because this is what you do when you have natural hair. You have to plan these things out. You don't wake up in the morning and say, I got a meeting today, let me go ahead and wash my hair and do my twist out. That's not how that works. So you have to plan, okay? So this takes a lot of the planning out too. You do your application 1 day a month, okay? But baby, let me tell you, the styling part is super, super simple and you're gonna love it. But you're not going to really, really fully appreciate it until you have wash day after 30 days and you see hardly anything coming out of your hair. I used to comb out handfuls of hair before Family Hair Care. Even with the original formula, sometimes because your hair sheds 100 strands a day, So sometimes I have a little stretch, a little shedding here and there, even when I try to be careful, because that's just what it is. But with this product, it's just like no resistance at all. Even on wash day, my hands just glide through my hair. There's nothing to get caught up on. I wash my hair. I'm looking for the shedding, and there is none. So you guys are gonna really, really love this, and you're gonna notice the growth, super quickly with this routine, because this product, if I said this is like a healing product and we're keeping it on our hair, we're not washing out our natural oils, we're not, stripping everything off, putting it back on, moving hair around, ripping stuff, putting heat on it, doing all this stuff, just give it a chance, and I promise you will see the results. So let's go ahead and go. So if you are at nighttime, your hair is still not fully dry, you want to go ahead and use these scrunchies that we have. They are satin scrunchies. They're on our store in the 30-day hair challenge section. And you just put that on at the root. You could even, loop that around right there so that, and I always like to make sure that my ends are either tucked or I can just see them. They'll be rubbing against the bonnet, because you don't want to do all that to protect your ends, and then they just get rough again at night. But if they do, you know how to get them back. Just do a little glide, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so we go ahead and put that on, and then let me show you guys our bonnets that we have. These bonnets are so amazing because Lisa has a hard time keeping a bonnet on her head at night. And these bonnets, they allow you to not only be comfortable no matter what the hairstyle is, but they have the band that you tie around, so it's really, really comfortable, and it's not going to go anywhere. So not only are your curls protected on the inside with those satin scrunchies, then you're going to protect on the outside, so you can just go have a good night's sleep, wake up the next day, take off your bonnet, and then let that out, because this is satin, guys. It's not gonna, some of your product might get on it. Some of your product will get on it because it's a physical product. It's not, a hologram, but it's not gonna absorb your product out of your hair. That's why I said let it get 50-60% dry, and you should be good overnight. So that's gonna be your nighttime routine right there. Your hair's gonna remain stretched. Pretty much take this off. Your curl's gonna fall back down. So when it dries initially, and this is what you want. You want to put enough on there so that you have a little cast. So when your curl dries, it's going to have it's going to be like the equivalent of ooh, I love these curls. Let me lock these in. Let me put on a little hairspray, or a little spritz, and you're going to lock it in. But what happens when you go to bed that night, you lay on the hair, the curl bends, everything, that hole is going to be gone, but those curls are going to stay locked in. Does that make sense? So you want that hole initially, and that's how you know that you did it right, because that's how you know. Because people this is why I hear people all the time, oh, I love, my hair is so soft, and girl, that soft hair, you go outside in the wind, and it's gone, okay? 10, 15 minutes. I live in Vegas. We have winds. This is the wind beneath my wing, my wings wind, okay?
It's hot or cold.
It's either hot or cold. It's always a blow dryer, though. It's either blowing hot air or cold air here. So when you have that soft hair, it looks really, really good. And your hair is going to be soft. So don't misinterpret soft for being moisturized, okay? You're going to have the moisture. You're going to have the shine. You're going to be able to move your hair. It's not going to be hard to the touch, but you're going to have that spritz, that hairspray, that whatever that you usually put on your hair, that sealer, to go ahead and ensure that that if that hair blows in the wind, it's gonna still look amazing. You can shake your hair and their curls will still fall back down because it's not soft to the point where they've blown so much they've blown out. If that makes sense. So we want to make sure that everybody understand that, Lisa.
Okay, so
yep.
Salsa Queen said them glasses.
I want to join you guys' glasses group, but I know it's called for the girls. I don't want to be I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta take over everything.
Martha said I have my scrunchies. Erica said I love my bonnet. Martha said my bonnets are huge and I love them. Sandra said my initial application lasts over 60 days with the old product.
60 days, yeah. And I'm going to let everybody know too, this is not a money grab. This is not me to you guys, like, what are you doing? Why aren't you putting this on your scalp? Why aren't you This is not any of that. This is just me showing you guys a proven routine. And some of you might be like, hey, this might be too much for me right now. That's fine. I don't understand that because it's going to be super, super simple. But you might want to come back to it 8 months from now and you have a hair issue or when you have more time or whatever. So, and even if you have the old formula, the original formula, you can still follow along. The original formula, that's our baby. You know, we put everything into that. And it works. That's how I have the growth that I have right now in my hair. That's the original formula. So you can do all these steps with that. It's just that the new formula is a little bit easier. And I noticed much, much more retention, you know, and then we have Shea Bay in here. So this is, you know, this is it, guys. This is it. At least any other comments?
The sausage queen said, baby, you know, come through to the group.
Okay. We had to talk. Okay. Because I love some good glasses. I know Martha is the glasses queen too. Okay. So let's go ahead and, so we have that out the way. And that's how you go ahead and do your first application. And don't worry about taking notes. If you have subscribed to our 30-day hair challenge officially, I'm going to go ahead and email everybody a summary of what to do. You'll have all the steps there. And then also, if you would like to go to our tutorials page on our website, we have a quick start guide there too, so that everybody can just go ahead and read how to use the product best for their particular hair needs or hair types, if that makes sense. Okay, so with that being said, we just want to summarize. We're going to detangle, condition, style, and seal. And then another important thing that we want to do before we do anything else is we want to do our edges. Some people even like to do their edges first. If I'm styling the hair from the front, I like to start with the edges first, and then you can just go ahead and do the edges, lay those down, and then you can just lay all the hair down around it instead of having to lift the hair up at the end to do the edges. So you can just go ahead and start with those, and it's super, super easy. This product, like real talk, guys, you can do your whole head with just your hands and your fingers. You don't have to use any tools or anything if you don't want to or if you don't have them. This is meant to be everything right here for you guys, okay? So just don't worry about, you know, hey, I don't have any this, I don't have any that. As long as you got this, you are good to go, okay? And you're gonna go ahead and see the difference within the 90 days. So if you, so let's talk about real quick. So let's go ahead and reiterate. We're gonna detangle, which we did, you guys seen. Then we put it on there as a conditioner. And then once it got soft, you know, we let it sit for a few minutes and then we styled it. And then we sealed in that style so that we can keep the shine and the hold. And then it's gonna be amazing, guys. Like these curls are gonna stay in your hair for days and days. Like you can literally go to bed tomorrow, wake up and be like, oh my God, so much time will be saved if if those curls are done correctly on the first day. Okay, so let's go ahead and put her to the side. Now, this will replace all of your styling products. So when your hair is, say for instance, when your hair dries and you want to separate these curls, hey, these curls are really, really big. I love them, but I want more fullness. Let me separate them. Don't put any oil on your hands to do that. With this formula, it's a water-based formula. And oil is kind of like, I put oil on my hair when I want to like strip it or when I want to like remove this. The oil will kind of like take it out, you know, or if you have any kinks in your hair with the original Family Hair Care formula, I put a little oil in there and it just slide right on out. And that was like the extent of it. But with this formula, let's go ahead and try it without it, okay? I don't think anybody will need it. You don't have to worry about any frizz because the curls, they have been sealed, okay? So you don't have to worry about the frizz. If anything, the oil will remove the seal when you're rubbing your fingers up and down it. So we don't want to do that. Let's just go ahead and use everything that we have here and save our little monies and our little efforts and just go ahead and just take them apart. Even if it's a twist out, let's go ahead and unravel it. Take them apart, start at the bottom a little bit and just unravel and they'll just separate, okay? Any comments right there, Lise?
Yeah, Marsha said she still has 6 bottles. Andrea said you really won't be offering the original anymore.
Stay focused, babes.
Sandra said she had 2 more jars left. Can't wait to see how long the new product will last. Make it last.
Yeah, this is a game changer. Even if you follow the routine that we're doing for you right now, if you buy like the 3-jar bundle, which is $99, that'll last you for like 2 months, easy. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put it into perspective. The best hair of your life, $100 for 2 months. I'm trying to make it make sense for you guys. Okay, but this is going to be a game changer for your hair. Okay, Lisa, any more?
Where do I go to subscribe to this challenge?
You go to there's a link all over. Somebody can post it here. It's a 90-day hair challenge link. There's a collection. It explains the challenge. It shows you everything that we're going to use for the whole challenge, including the bonnet, the sponges that we just saw. When you're doing your scalp treatment, I recommend you get the scalp scrubber. I use this guy. I even use this when I have my bun in. Even if you just like spot it, like if you don't have to like rub everything out. Like if you have a spot, you can just put it right here and just let gyrate a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you're really scrubbing the scalp. You don't have to even like, you can just minimally disrupt the hair. But it's just some of the things I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be all good. Y'all going to be pros by the end of this 30 days though. But you just go there, sign up. Everything is there. Everything that you need is right there. Everything that's recommended is all right there. So.
Can you use a detangling brush?
You can use you can use a detangling brush. You can use a detangling brush. In our pack, we have detangling brush. We have detangling combs. We have all that stuff. And then I really, really, really recommend. Let me show you guys this trick too. If your ends are not clipped, but we want those ends to grow still and not be snaggy and and split up further, is you take a small comb to the ends. Let me just find a small comb. Okay, take a small comb to the ends, and then when you detangle that hair, you want to just go ahead and comb those down. And what that's going to do is it's going to, when we have coily hair, not curly hair, coily hair is just a lot of curls. It's just so many curls that you can't even see the curl pattern, because instead of all these curls going the same direction and forming a curl pattern, they're all just going a different direction, and then that's why it looks like an afro, or it looks like, it looks frizzy or whatever, because all the curls are going a different way. So what this does is combing it down, is it makes all of the hair follicles face down. So they're going to be smooth. They're not going to be up. So they're going to be smooth. And then when you put the product on it, you can actually see the ends, and you can say, oh, I see it's okay. So instead of you trimming all the way up here now everything is smooth. You got to the bottom, and then, okay, I can just go ahead and trim this little bit. I see where it's a little scraggly right here. And then if you keep doing that, it's just like a little maintenance trim. Those will go away eventually. All your cuticles are going the same way. You're combing your hair down, so your hair is going to start growing that way. It's just going to be a lot more cohesive. So it's going to start forming patterns on its own after that, because you're training it. Does that make sense, guys?
Sandra said, best hair of your life is accurate. Regina said, I was afraid of formula training, but this formula is the truth.
Y'all don't be scared. That's why I'm not tripping on people who talking about the old formula, the original formula, because that's what we grew up on. Okay, so we're not gonna even front. Okay. Okay. So I'm here. Yeah, we wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. Okay. So I'm just here to help. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we try to keep everything as long as possible. This is the new and improved formula. So we want everybody to jump on the bandwagon, but we'll give you guys plenty of notice. So if you say, hey, it's just not for me, or I just don't want to leave the old formula, we'll give you notice. Hey, we're gonna stop selling it within X amount of time. You can stock up, and it doesn't expire, so you'll be good to go there.
Raza said, hi, just joining. Does the new product work well with silver gray hair? Afraid of my trust is staining, so I prefer the new formula. I'm struggling to find the right product, as the texture of my hair has changed now that I'm fully gray silver white. Yep,
just try it, babe. The gray silver white hair is the trickiest hair. Even when you have black hair and you have a couple of grays, they're the ones that be, everything else be straight. They're the ones that be coiling. They're the ones that be going different directions, because it's just because of the makeup of them. So this does work excellently on them. To combat what we just discussed, with them just doing their own thing without any guidance from you, that's why you have to follow the steps. That's the conditioning step. Because usually when I look at somebody here and they say, hey, it didn't come out the way I thought it was going to come out, then once you do this long enough, you can look and say, okay, she didn't condition it, or she didn't do this, she didn't do that, or she didn't seal it in, so you can tell. So long as you condition it and that hair softens up, those gray hairs will fall in line with the other hairs, if that makes sense. So this will be a game changer for you. There is no color, there is no flaking, there is no heavy residue. It's gonna let your gray hair flourish and shine, especially if you wanna do like some finger curls or whatever. You're gonna have everything that you need right here. Just keep them juicy and keep them weighted, and make sure that you seal those ends and cover those edges.
She forgot to mention the humidity she lives in.
Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. So long as you seal it. If you're sealing it, you're protecting your hair strands from everything on the outside, if that makes sense.
Okay. Do you offer bundles with any products you sell? Example, 2 jars, 2 bundles, etc.?
We don't. We offer bundles on our family hair care products, and I think there may be like a buy more save more on the other products as well in the store. I'm not certain. For all you guys that know, we have a Amazon store too. So we kind of ship everything from there over there. It was a little bit cumbersome. Okay, so we have an Amazon store, so we kind of ship the other products from there. It was just so cumbersome to put family hair care on there. I don't know if you guys know how Amazon FBA works, but you make the products, you ship it to them. It takes like a month to 6 weeks for them to be able to stock it, and then they charge you all these fees for storing it. They charge you fees for them shipping it out to the customer. It's just a lot of extra work and extra headaches, and it's just a lot. So we just decided to do our family hair care directly, and we ship everything else through the other store.
You said that I missed. Can you use the new formula for blow drying?
You can use the new formula for blow drying the same way as you did for the old one. And if you guys want, after the 30-day hair challenge, we'll do a demonstration on that. Because after the 30-day hair challenge, we're going to start going into more advanced techniques. I'm going to show you guys how to use extensions. I'm going to show you guys how to do all the things, how to do the rollout, the blowouts, the roller sets, all the things that you will, want to go to a salon to get done for you. You'll at least know that you can do them on your own.
Erica posted the link for the challenge. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Erica. You almost got my back. Okay, so again, styling is just one part of the benefits. We are here for, repeat after me, growth and retention. Those are our goals this year. Now, I know you want to stun on them, babes. I know you want to look cute every day. That is just the cherry on top. The goal is growth and retention. If you're washing your hair, if you notice daily, a lot less shedding because you're not combing your hair every day. You don't have to wash your hair every 10 days or every 2 weeks or whatever. And then if you keep this in for 30 days, whenever you want to, if you feel like you want to wash your hair, you're like, I'm so tired of this. All you gotta do is go put your head under the shower for maybe like 5 seconds. It's going to actually re-moisturize all this product that's in your head. It's going to turn it back to day one. So the product's going to be there and the curls are going to be hanging, and then instead of you having to wash everything out and then reapply a whole other jar to get it back to this, it's going to be there already. So I hope that makes sense. That's why it's going to last for 30 days or more. Very, very, you keep it in your business, but that's 30 days for the challenge. You can keep it in for 2 months if you want to. It depends on how frequently you wash your hair. So you're not going to have the buildup. Your hair's going to be protected from the outside elements because we sealed everything. So it's going to seal all the goodness in, all the bad stuff out, and you're going to really, really see the results. Anybody else? Lisa? Not yet. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have a quick start guide at our tutorials page. You guys can go check that out. And then we're going to start when we do our curls, when we do our edges, when we do everything, start at the scalp, okay? Because we're going to be doing it in a couple of weeks. We're going to have people coming up, hey, I did my hair, and we're just going to say, how can I make it better? And we'll all have like a little brief discussion. Hey, this looks good. If you want to work on this, you can go ahead and do this. If you want to do this, you can do that. And that way we can go ahead and you guys will all be pros by the end of this. It's really, really easy, and we're making it easier by working through everything together as a family. Okay, if you want or need to wash, like I said, go to the shower head. Now, if you're putting this product on your head and every other product you put on your head is not working, your hair seems hard, nothing works on my hair, it's 2 things I want you to probably think about. Number one, is your water. If you have hard water, if you have an area where the water is not safe to drink, you know, or if it's hard, it's going to make your hair hard also. All those impurities, they're getting in your hair too. So just think about maybe getting a shower head with the filter. It filters all that out. It's just like you have good fresh water going to your head. So, you know, it is really good for your hair and for your body also, for your skin and everything. The second thing you might want to consider is maybe getting some blood work. You know, maybe you have some deficiencies, you know, vitamin deficiencies or some abnormalities there, because when you have hair ailments, those typically are not the issue. Those typically are symptoms of the issue. Hey, this isn't working in my body, and I could tell because I started to see my hair do this, or I started to see this do that. So just think about that too. So just keep that in mind also. You know, but this is going to get you where you need to be. I'm like pretty much 100% confident for everybody. And even if you're shy, I know everybody don't want to come up here and show their scalp and show their hair and talk about their hair issues. I don't mind for the month of April. I can do a one-on-one with you. I've been doing them for the last 2 months with people. I'll do a one-on-one with you. I'll show you everything you need to know to make sure that you have your best personal hair journey. And that's what I'm here for, guys. Okay. So, any other, so if you, feel like you need to wash your hair, just go ahead and rinse it under the shower head for about 3 to 5 seconds. It's going to hydrate that hair. It's going to be dripping, but those curls are going to be back. And this is like you just did a whole new application. You can go ahead and style it. You can slick it. You can just go ahead and put a little bit more, shingle it, and have those curls right back. If you have shorter hair or not as thick hair, some people just naturally wash their hair daily. They just naturally, hey, I don't feel clean unless I do this. Then that's fine. But what I do want you to do while you're in the challenge is, instead of washing with shampoo and conditioner, just go ahead and put your hair under the shower head under warm water and rinse it out and reapply, instead of using anything that's going to interrupt it, if that makes sense. So those are my instructions so far. Lisa, do we have any questions or anything?
No more questions.
Okay. So next week we're going to be on Zoom. I'm going to send everybody the link. I want everybody to be able to be free. Number one, we're going to socialize. We're going to kiki. We're going to have some inside jokes. We got to have our own set of jokes for the 30-day hair challenge, like we did for the 90-day hair challenge. If everybody was there for that, you know that was a remarkable experience. It was years ago now, and I still remember we had such a good time. So I plan on bringing the joke. I'm going to be here like a teacher. I'm planning on having the syllabus. I'm going to bring the jokes. I'm going to bring the examples. You guys are going to have everything that you need. But the really only thing that you need right here is this, and then these lives. That's pretty much it. Everything else is just icing on the cake. If you don't have a scalp scrubber, okay, you can take a comb and scrub your scalp. So we're going to make sure, you know, this is not about the haves and the have-not. This is about us all doing the steps that we need to do to get the best results, okay? And then, so if any questions before I make my final announcement, I'm going to let you guys go for the evening. Any questions, Lise?
Please happy Zoom.
Oh, yeah, Zoom's going to be lit, y'all. So if you sign up to the official challenge, okay. If you guys attended the 90-day hair challenge also, you do remember we have people coming here trying to hack our meetings and things. That's why we're doing the mailing list, because on the day of the meeting, you'll be emailed the Zoom link. And then we'll be attending the Zoom, and then we'll go ahead and share the video from the Zoom with everybody else in the group, but they can't attend live, if that makes sense. Okay? And then the last thing I am going to announce is that in April, in the month of April, we are having a giveaway. Not a contest, a giveaway. If you have purchased a PHamily Hair Care and you styled your hair with this, just go ahead and do a nice quick tutorial. This is about giving the information to help other people, because somebody might say, "Oh, my hair looks just like hers when it's dry." Then they see your routine, then they know that, okay, this is how I should approach it for my hair, or I know this can work for my hair if I do a little bit more or whatever. So we want everybody just to make a quick video showing the jar, showing how you did your hair, maybe give a few steps, a few tips, and we can go ahead and post it in our tutorial section, because we want a plethora of content for people. And I just want to just say thank you to my OGs and my new Gs, like Erica, Martha, Michelle, Regina Anderson, she is a newbie. She came like a month ago, but she's already just, her hair transformation already has been like jaw dropping. And I would love to do more with her because, or if you guys know anybody who's a short hair model, we have a problem here. We cannot keep short hair models. All of our short hair models end up growing their hair out in a couple of months, so we can't do the things that we were able to do before. So, because I want you guys to, I'm going to do a really detailed scalp restoration treatment so that you can see what you need to be doing under your hair, and you can kind of see that with somebody with shorter hair. Because my hair is long. When I do my scalp treatments, I usually just hold my hair up into a long ponytail, and then I just scrub with my scalp. I don't really let my hair go all over the place usually because, you know, but we'll show you guys all that technique. So we're going to be doing a contest in the month of April. You can either win a free jar for a friend or your next jar is on us, because if you tried it, you love it and it works, you know, we want you to show other people how it works. And then this is just the beginning, guys. When you start to see the benefits, when you start to see the growth, when you do wash day and when you used to comb your, you know, when your comb used to have all this hair in it and now it's like hardly nothing here, you're just gonna be like, wow, okay? And that's when it's really, really, really going to hit. And then when you see all that growth, you know, because you already have the growth if you're using family hair care, but a lot of people just don't keep it because we don't have the retention. So when we do this routine with the ends, make sure that they're protected. Our roots, they're slicked down so that hair is going in, you know, and it's not like when I tell you guys to do your roots, to put it on the scalp, it's not just for aesthetic purposes, like, oh, your scalp is a little fuzzy. No, it's because that's how you're going to start that hair strand growing out correctly. Okay, so it's gonna grow out from the root to the tuta, and it's gonna have the same shine, the same, you know, the same glide. It's just gonna be beautiful hair. So you're taking that. Oh, my hair is 4C in this area and 4B in this area and 4A right here. It's all gonna be uniform. It's all gonna glide. It's all gonna be in those curls, and you're gonna be good to go. Okay, so everybody's gonna be able to win their free jar in the month of April. So you can start doing your tutorials and everything right now. We'll give you guys a hashtag. You'll probably be announcing it over the weekend. You had a hashtag, use the hashtag, and you email in, and they'll email you back in your code for your free jar. And I would love for you guys to give it to a friend, so you can bring somebody who may be having hair issues over here, who maybe cannot get a jar on their own. We can just maybe gift them one, or you can just go ahead, hey, I need to gift myself, okay, because you don't know what I got going on over here. And I know, baby, the economy is economying for so many people, and that's why we're just here to help you guys with our launch sale. This is regular $75. It takes 3 days to make it. We worked on this for months. We spent more money than I would even like to admit that we spent on the development of this. And also, what was the third thing? We got ingredients from 3 different continents. Okay, so I don't want everybody, so y'all can say, hey, but don't just say it's not worth it, okay? Because this is definitely like, this is like, if I didn't, especially if I didn't have the brown original formula, like this, I would, you know, definitely pay a pretty penny for this, you know. I paid pretty pennies for other things before. I created my own product that did not work at all. Then nobody tried to show me how to work it. It was no help. It was barely even instructions. Just put on your hair and, you know, and style, and you be free, good to go. Them the instructions. So we're gonna make sure that everybody have what they need here to be successful. Because and then with the scalp treatments, I want everybody to commit to those too. Typically when you have longer hair, your hair is so long that you don't really see your scalp. So it's not really that serious to you, because when you party, if you have a spot that's not that good, you can just throw hair over it, you know, and hide it. But with this, you're going to have a healthy scalp, and you're going to notice the difference. You're going to feel the difference in your scalp. You know, you can do any style from here, and you're just going to be really, really confident, because you're going to have, and that's how I grew my hair back in the middle. I made sure that I was, I start off every time when I do my scalp massages, I do it on dry hair first. Make sure I rub everything out right there. Then I put a little water, rehydrate the product. Then I put a little bit more product on my scalp, and I'm just working it in. And that is really, really good, and it's really, really nourishing. It's putting everything back where it's supposed to be. Sometimes when you have different hairstyles. You may pull back, you know, for ponytails, or if you have waves, you may brush it down, and then you see the guys with the balding spots in the middle, or the girls who pull their hair back and they have the ponytail edges that are swiped out. So we're going to restore all of that. You know, I'm going to show you guys how, and then I'm gonna show you guys how, if you say have a friend, hey girl, do this, it's just gonna solve it. Cause we know we all got friends. I do hair with this product. I got friends right now who ask me, hey, would it work for this, would it work for that? And then they still don't buy, or they still be on the fence and stuff, but you can be able to do that. And not only I can tell you it worked, but it worked for me, I did mine, and I can even show you how to do yours too. So you can be a walking testimony. And then the last thing I wanna tell you guys tonight is we have our cash affiliate program. If you are recommending a product to people, if you are getting amazing results and you want to be featured in our commercials, we will go ahead and run those commercials, and we will go ahead and give you 10% of the sales from those commercials. Just sign up for our cash affiliate program and we'll get everybody going. So this is the beginning of the challenge. I'm going to post a video, and the reason why I wanted to do it after this is because I'm going to do the voiceover still. I'm going to explain all the steps in there, show you guys what to look for, try to slow everything down on the spots that we need to show you guys how to do the strand test, how the curl should look at the root, how to seal it at the end. So we'll show you guys all of that too, and we'll be good to go going forward. And then next week when we come in here, you guys will already have your wash and go done. You can have your hair down, you can have it up, you can have done it up in a ponytail, you can have it braided, you can do whatever, but you have it on the first day. It has been, you know, detangled, it's been deconditioned, it's been styled, and it's been sealed, so your hair is protected. Does that make sense? So I'm going to ask anybody to have any questions before we leave. And if not, I'm going to see you guys next Thursday, and I want to see everybody cam up. I want to see those beautiful heads. I want everybody, we're going to have our jars, we're going to hold them up, we're going to take a picture, and then I'm going to make sure that everybody has all their questions answered. And then either next week or the week after, we're going to do a very, very detailed scalp restoration treatment. If you balding, if you got alopecia, if you got stress and your hair is falling out, this is going to be the game changer for you. Okay, this is going to when my hair was balding, I didn't even know I didn't know I was balding. I used to wear my hair in a bun like this. My barber said, I can braid your hair. I said, okay. He took my hair down and said, oh, bro, you got a big bald spot in the middle. I said, what? Okay, it was crazy, y'all. And if I can do that, you can do this. No worries at all. I got you. I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way.
Martha said, did she need to do a big chop for you?
Who said Martha? No, baby. I love y'all so much. Okay, so, and then if you just wash your hair, you don't have to wash it again. Even if you go to the salon between now and then, it's totally fine. If you prefer, you just say, ask your salon person, can you just rinse my hair out and then reapply it? I don't want you to really wash it. I don't want a deep treatment. I don't want guys, it's not going to get any better with this. If you put anything on there, it may have some benefits, but it might interrupt other things that we have going on, okay? You guys see when we put this hair, we didn't put on, when we put this on the hair, we didn't put on a heat cap. We didn't put any heat on here. It instantly, you see the shine. Within 2 or 3 minutes, we let it penetrate, and then you can glide your fingers through. So it's super, like it does most of the work for you. Just trust the process, okay? And then I'm here every Thursday to answer questions. If you guys have any questions in between time, I'm here too, because I don't want anybody to be like, oh, well, I did it last Thursday. I waited a whole week and been looking a mess. We're not doing that either. I want everybody to look and feel their best throughout the contest. You don't have to sacrifice anything, even your look, while you're doing this, okay? Okay, guys, I love you all. Stay tuned for the contest. We're looking forward to seeing those tutorials. We're ready to give away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 jars. So just go ahead and style. Show us your jar. Tell us what you did. Show us a couple of steps, and you have a free jar. So you have a whole another month. You know, well, I have to say, so I probably use about 1 to 2 jars a month. This is what somebody asked me too. How much of the formula do you use? When I had the original formula, I use 1 to 2 jars a month. I like to keep my hair hydrated. When you see my hair, you never see any frizz, okay? I don't even have a haircut right now. I usually get my haircut every Thursday. That's why my hair is usually brown, because I cut it, and then that's my day. I do my little scalp massage, and and then I style it again, and then I seal it. So now you guys know the steps. You guys, I can say, hey, well, this is the way I did today. I did da 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 da. I didn't have to detangled because it's already detangled. I just really just sprayed a little water, styled it again, and then sealed it, and that's pretty cool. So you guys can have all kind of, don't feel like you're limited to any style that you have right now. You can do the challenge and still do it and not skip a beat. But just easier and a much better hairstyle because you're not going to have that frizz and those curls are going to be locked in. If you're slicking your hair down to your scalp, there's going to be waves there, okay? So that's what this does, okay? It either gives you waves or it gives you curls, but it takes away the frizz and it gives you the moisture and the shine too. Okay, guys, we're past our hour, so thank you everybody for joining. I'm going to share this tonight. I look forward to chatting with everybody during the week. I look forward to seeing your first wash and go. So this is $1 million wash and go. So I want to see your $1 million wash and go, and we're going to maintain it through the month. And by the end of the month, you guys are all going to be absolutely amazed. Okay, love you guys. Thanks so much for everything. We're going to start our giveaways next week. If Fatima and baby girl are here, hello guys. I got something special in the mail coming for you guys soon. I know you guys won last week. I did not get your order out yet. It's been a hot mess express over here. We're working really hard, getting everything together, but we're gonna be good to go. Give me like another week, we'll be good to go, and everything be going out quickly. Right now, we just a lot of transition. We had to build like practically a whole new factory. I told you guys we did a lot of work to make this look easy. We had to build practically a whole new factory for this. It's a whole new process. It takes 3 days to make this. So before we could go ahead and do 100, let's say before we can go ahead and do 300 jars, in a certain amount of time, that's probably cut into a third right now. So but everything's gonna be streamlined soon. We're getting everything together, and we just want to hear from you guys how you love it, and we're here just to make sure that we can give you guys the best service and the best products possible. So thank you guys for all participating in this challenge. I look forward to doing the next 4 weeks with you. Well, 4 weeks with you guys is gonna be amazing. And next week on Zoom, I want everybody to come with the jokes, you know what I'm saying? Come with the issues. We're just here to resolve them in a nice, it's no judgment. If you tell us what you did, we'll tell you what to do, and you're good going forward, okay? So I love everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next Thursday with your new wash and goes. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Have a lovely time.